Good morning and welcome to the morning news right here on TV3. We are coming to you live from the John Hammond Street in Accra. We are also streaming live on Facebook at TV3 Ghana. My name is Safwa Buahine. Now coming up. Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority seizes weapons and ammunition at the Tema port. NPP accuses opposition NDC of plotting to rig the December polls. PNC says it is open for talks with any political party that wishes to partner them ahead of the December 7 general elections. Also coming up, Bank of Ghana commissions controversial $250 million head office in Accra, describing it as a critical step to modernize its operations. Details of these and many more coming up shortly. Please stay with us. Let's settle for the details now into our first story. The Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority, GRA, has made a significant seizure of weapons and ammunition at the Tema port. The container, which arrived from the United States on November 4, 2024, was declared to contain vehicles and personal effects. But upon routine inspection, 53 sidearms, among others, were uncovered.
During a routine examination on November 15, 2024, custom officers discovered the hidden firearms, promoting immediate notification of the GRA's Intelligence and Investigations Unit and Preventive Unit. The 40-foot container at the Tema port contained smuggled 53 sidearms, 74 magazines and 65 live ammunition concealed in 3 suitcases in contravention of Section 138 of the Customs Act 2015, Act 891. According to the Commissioner of Customs, Brigadier General Zibrim Ayurugu, the items were seized and the agent and the consignee's representative arrested and transferred to the Marine and Railway Police Station for further investigation.
It is worthy of note that all importers requiring to import firearms and ammunition into the country must first obtain license and permit from the Ministry of Interior before the import. Any person who therefore import firearms and ammunition without the requisite license or permit commits an offense.
He commended the Customs Division's diligence and professionalism in the successful detection and seizure.
The smuggling of weapons and ammunition poses a significant threat to national security and public safety. Such illicit activities fuel criminal enterprises, escalate violence, and endanger innocent lives. Engaging in illegal importation of arms and ammunition is also a criminal offense punishable by the laws of Ghana. The Customs Division remains vigilant to counter all illegal activities and to ensure public safety.
This operation highlights the Customs Division's resolve to counter illicit activities and ensure public safety.
Away from that, students at the Tripone Technical Senior High School in the Northeast region are living in fear as concerns about the quality of food served in their cafeteria grow. There are widespread reports meals provided is unwholesome and unhygienic. The situation has raised serious health risks, especially in the wake of cholera outbreak in some areas. Solomon Kwame Kanalue filed this report.
Students have voiced their anxieties, highlighting the poor state of meals served. They have reported unsettling practices such as cooks not washing utensils with soap and the presence of old food particles in their meals.
The workers, the men, they have been washing it like that without soap. Even if they wash it, when you see the inside the saucepan, nothing. You just see the porridge inside the saucepan.
A source from the Tripone District Hospital confirmed to our reporter that they have been admitting between 5 to 10 students daily from the school, all complaining of stomach pains. Community members said they have also observed students frequently carrying their peers to the hospital. Despite the myriad of concerns, the headmaster, who refused to speak on camera, claimed that no one has brought the issue to his attention. Students, however, insist they have approached the school management with their concerns, yet no action has been taken. They said management insists they are unable to change the food supply provided by government.
Breakfast, they prepare the tea like our caterpillar water, no sugar, no bread, no milk. We are suffering.
In fact, the food that we are eating is not enough. And also, as you can see, there's no oil on the food. Every day we are eating rice. If we go to management, they will say that's the only thing we have.
Can you imagine a student will eat this food? A day will send more than 10 students to the hospital.
Students advocated for an improvement in food served.
When it is supper, it's only rice, no stew. It's not tasty. I beg you in the name of Allah.
When they bring the food, sometimes some of the meat they are rot and bad. Because we are students, we don't have anything to say. We are pleading. So if we can do something about our food.
Let's settle for some politics at your election command center and move into the camp of the NDC. The NDC vice presidential candidate, Professor Jane Nano-Pekwajiman, is asking the people of Sobele and other communities in the Sisala West, Sisala East and Dafia Mabuzia Isa constituencies to vote against the following allegations of feeding students with contaminated food. Evelyn Tingma, my colleague, reports.
The NDC's vice presidential candidate, Professor Jane Nano-Pekwajiman, went to the Sobele community in the Sisala West constituency where the chief asked for more development.
The Sisala area are noted for our farming prowess. However, the distribution of about 600 plus kilometers of roads to get access to farming communities were distributed without recourse to the Sisala land, especially Sisala West and East.
Professor Nana Jane asked the people to vote based on the records of the contesting parties.
We are voting on what each of the parties have done, whether they saw contractors and chase them out or not. If they give the money to you, will the money fix the road? No. It won't fix the road. No. Will it complete the E-block? No. Will it bring the Tibet school? No. Will it bring more water? No. How about electricity? No.
She also accused the MPP government of feeding students with expired foodstuff.
Our children now today, they don't even have a predictable calendar. Go to school 3 weeks, come home 3 months. As if that is not bad enough. Now they are eating expired food. Are we aware of it?
The chiefs and people in the Sisala East constituency equally asked for their road infrastructure to be fixed, potable drinking water, among others, if the NDC wins power. At Isa, in the Dafia Mabuzia Isa constituency, the parliamentary candidate Dr. Sebastian Sandari said the NDC has always ensured development in the constituency and needs to be voted for to come back.
Vote for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Vote for the parliamentary candidate, Honorable Dr. Sebastian Sandari. We want massive votes for NDC.
Professor Nana Jane wrapped up her Upper West regional campaign in the Wa Central constituency, where she entreated nursing students, artisans and community members to vote for the NDC as the party has good policies that would improve their livelihoods.
Let's still stay in the camp of the NDC because the NDC parliamentary candidates for the Awutu Senya West and East constituencies are protesting the EC's decision to change the centers for the collation of this year's elections results. They accuse the Electoral Commission EC of putting them in the dark on the decision. There is more in this following report.
The NDC parliamentary candidate Phyllis Nakoyo Kono is concerned about the change in the coalition centre from the police divisional headquarters to the newly constructed Central East Regional Headquarters, also situated at the Newmarket Junction in the Obom Road. She said the EC did not discuss the decision with the party before making the change, despite the divisional headquarters being gazetted location for election results. The transfer of the Kaswa District Electoral Officer Dominic Agbanum to the Ketu North District of the Volta region a few weeks ahead of the elections is also a matter of concern to the candidate, as she believes it is ill-motivated.
Collation center also being changed, and we know by law the older place, which is the district office, has been gazetted. Is there any change from the constitution? I know now they are requesting for a gated community. We are not saying that a gated community is bad. We know that we need to protect our votes, and each of us is ready to do that. But the question once again is, why were we not consulted on this? We need our opinions to help us conduct these elections successfully.
Similarly, the Owutu Senyak West constituency branch of the party is also raising issues with the relocation of the coalition centre from the Owutu Breku Durbar ground situated within the central business district to the Winton Senior High School premises located on the outskirts of the Breku township. A statement issued by the party stated that the location is the worst security decision to be taken and therefore unable to accept this imposition of a collation centre. MP for the Owutu Senyak West constituency, Gisela Tete, said the party will push for the reversal of the decision.
The main access to the school has been blocked, and now the access to the school is now through a bush road at the back, which has thick bush on both sides, and it is an ideal setup for an ambush. And I'm sorry, I'm very disappointed, that the security personnel, we are told that this was a directive from the IGP, which I don't want to believe, because he being a security person, he would know the last place anybody wants to be is in an ambush location. And I'm very disappointed in this, in this new choice. And I hope that they'll come and do the right assessment and see. We should go back to the traditional location, of the Owutu Durbar ground.
Now to the camp of the NPP, and the flag bearer of the NPP, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, has concluded his 15-day tour of the Ashanti region with a call on the electorates and the people of the region to vote for him for massive development. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia says under his presidency, agriculture, railway development, soft loans for women and living wages for chiefs, sub-chiefs and queen mothers, among others, will be his focus.
Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia began his Ashanti region tour on the 3rd of November 2024 to canvass votes in the NPP stronghold. He visited constituencies such as Kwabre East and West, Menshia South, Asawase and Menshia North. Other constituencies included Asante Achim South and North, Ofenso North, Ahafuano South, East and West, Padaso, Adansia Sokwa and New Edubiase. He also campaigned in constituencies such as Manso Edubia, Manso Nkwanta, Akrofom, Subing, Idrasetro, Dumase, Kumeu and Setra from Plains. The flag bearer, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, in all the constituencies that he campaigned in, promised to roll out agricultural and railway development policies. He spoke about Agenda 111 and other health initiatives if he wins power.
Ghana with our Agenda 111.
With Agenda 111, Ghana will become a medical tourist destination in the sub-region. People will travel to Ghana for medical tourism.
For medical tourism.
He also said under his administration, living wages for traditional leaders will be increased. He also emphasized on reducing the cost of electricity.
Electricity bill has increased. I am going to introduce new policies to reduce the bill for everyone.
Electricity bill form by 50%.
Issues about job creation was also key among the policies of the NPP flag bearer.
Skills.
The youth also need skills, hence the introduction of Technical and Vocational Institute. I want the youth in Ghana to be trained in digital skills, even school dropout.
Digital skills, maybe. Even school dropouts.
He also spoke about a new housing policy.
Housing policy.
The housing policy will create jobs. That is why it is in our manifesto.
Dr. Bawumia is set to continue the campaign in the northern region on Thursday.
Still on the NPP, the New Patriotic Party, NPP, has accused the opposition NDC of plotting to rig the December polls. National organizer of the party said attempts by the NDC to disrupt the electoral process will be resisted. There is more in this report.
Hours after the opposition, the National Democratic Congress leveled accusations against the ruling New Patriotic Party of planning to rig the 2024 elections. NPP's national organizer Henry Nana Boakye has fired back. He described the allegations as laughable, dismissing them as a desperate attempt by the NDC to stoke fear ahead of the polls. According to him, the NPP will secure victory in 2024, not through underhand tactics, but on the strength of its superior track record.
It's quite funny. We will win these elections with our superior track record, nothing more, nothing less. The allegations made by the National Communication Officer and the NDC are entirely baseless and represent yet another desperate attempt by the NDC to raise tension.
The NPP national organizer did not stop there. In a sharp counterclaim, Henry Nana Boakye alleged that it is rather the NDC that is orchestrating plans to destabilize the electoral process. He accused the opposition of training thugs and forming vigilante groups to create chaos, particularly in the Ashanti region.
The NDC has been training thugs under the guise of private security training. These individuals are being prepared to disrupt the electoral process, particularly in Ashanti region. We have also discovered plans by the NDC to use ambulances to transport weapons to these thugs on elections day.
He alleged that the NDC strategy involves heightening insecurity in NPP strongholds like the Ashanti region by orchestrating a surge in robberies and kidnappings.
Some NDC members, led by a retired commissioner of police, Nathan Kofi Boakye, are coordinating efforts to escalate insecurity in Ashanti region and other NPP strongholds. This plan includes engaging armed robbers and other criminal elements to increase cases of robbery and kidnapping.
Calling on the Inspector General of Police to ensure peace, he warned that any attempts to disrupt the electoral process will be met with a forceful response from the NPP.
Any individual who attempts to foment chaos, especially in the Ashanti region, should think twice, as such actions will be met not equal force, but with much bigger force.
Let's stay a bit longer on politics. And the People's National Convention Party, PNC, says it is open for talks with any political party that wishes to partner them ahead of the December 7 general elections. At the Functional Executives Committee meeting in Accra, National Chairman of the party, Samson Asaki Awingobit, announced that the party would on Monday, November 25, meet to conclude on which of the political parties to declare their support for.
The decision to declare support for other political parties follows the High Court's refusal to overturn the ruling of the Electoral Commission disqualifying their flag bearer.
The PNC, as the whole Ghana is aware, were disqualified by the EC. We went to court and we've lost our case at the High Court. We met ASPEC and the leader appealed to continue the case at Supreme. As we speak, the case is at Supreme Court. However, the national executives think that there is a need for us to discuss and take position or take decision for and on behalf of the party so far as 2024 general election is concerned.
Barely 3 weeks to December 7, the Functional Executive Committee of the party is, however, inviting suitable political parties for a possible partnership. National Chairman of the PNC underscored the strength of the party, maintaining they have numbers to make significant impact.
We are by today open up for discussions. We know the two major political parties, all of them want to form government. They cannot form government when PNC doesn't throw away to any of them. We have the numbers that can make 50 plus 1. Yes. And so we cannot pretend to say we are neutral for the 2024 elections to come and pass without the PNC making its position. And so Monday meeting is going to be crucial, a day for declaration.
$250 million head office in Accra, describing it as a critical step to modernize its operations.
Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, in his inaugural speech, defended the decision to complete the Bank Square, citing the need for enhanced safety and operational standards for the central bank.
As we step into this new chapter, I am filled with optimism that this building will remain a significant investment in our collective future as a nation. This will also push the Bank of Ghana towards new frontiers in central banking.
Finance Minister Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam said the Bank Square signifies financial and economic stability of the country.
This monumental edifice represents more than just a physical structure. It symbolizes our nation's commitment to economic stability, financial integrity, and progress.
President Akufo-Addo celebrated the central bank's role in shaping the nation's economic landscape.
Established as the central institution for economic management of the dawn of Ghana's sovereignty, the Bank of Ghana has been an enduring symbol of our nation's economic independence and resilience.
The Center for Migration Studies at the University of Ghana has called for policy shifts in migration and translocality by West African governments. This came to light at an expert meeting on the research findings and dissemination in Accra.
The findings undertaken in 4 West African countries, including Ghana and Nigeria, was to better understand rural, urban and cross-border migration and their linkages in ensuring livelihoods. Director of the Center for Migration Studies at the University of Ghana, Professor Mary Boatin Setrana, said their research shows people who migrate from rural to urban areas still connect with their roots, and that must inform policy decision.
Migrants don't just connect to one person or one location, but they connect with networks at different locations. These things may come with several challenges and opportunities. And so that connectivity, how do we harness the benefit of these connectivities for both the destination and the origin countries?
Provost of the College of Humanities, Professor Joseph Yarrow, said capturing data on households whose members relocate to the cities but are still interested in development in their communities was critical.
People who migrate still maintain a sense of community with their communities back home. And at the same time, they recognize the fact that their own livelihoods is linked to where they come from. What we used to talk about in terms of reverse remittances, today we can't call that reverse remittances. It is interdependency between those back home and those in the area of destination. And therefore, national policies will have to realign in lieu of what translocality and its implications are.
Project coordinator Stephanie Wenner was optimistic the successful implementation of the findings could be replicated in the Global South. The project was funded by the German Federal Ministry of Education and Research under the Migration and Translocality in West Africa.
That will be all for the morning news this morning. Many thanks for joining us, but New Day continues right after this break. My name is Safwa Bwahine. Have a lovely day.
Over 5 million children